Being with someone who truly loves and values you makes all the difference. But how do you know if he's that man? Love isn't always about grand gestures. It's often in the little details that show how much he cares. Today, I'll share 8 signs that he's the right guy. And if he already does number 7, you can be sure you found something rare. Sign number 1, he really listens to you. You know that frustrating feeling when you're talking to someone, but you can tell they're just waiting for their turn to speak? Now, imagine a man who genuinely pays attention to what you say, remembers the details, and shows a real interest in understanding your thoughts and feelings. This goes way beyond good manners. It's a sign that he truly values you. A guy who truly listens, doesn't interrupt you, doesn't change the subject out of nowhere, and most importantly, doesn't make you feel ignored. On the contrary, he asks questions, wants to know more about you, and cares about what you think. For him, communication isn't a burden. It's a way to strengthen your connection. And the best part? He doesn't do it out of obligation. He does it because he genuinely wants to know you. Want an example? You casually mention that you love a specific song. A few days later, he sends you that song, saying it reminded him of you. It may seem small, but it says a lot. It shows that he pays attention and absorbs what you say. Men like this aren't easy to find, so if yours does this, it's a great sign. But it's not just about hearing, it's also about how he reacts to what you say. Does he listen to understand or just to argue? Does he value your opinion or always try to dismiss it? That makes all the difference. And if he already shows this quality, just wait until the next sign, because it reveals how much he truly cares about your future. Sign number 2. He supports your dreams. Being with someone who encourages your growth is a true gift. A worthy partner wants to see you happy and fulfilled, no matter the challenges. He's not jealous of your success, he doesn't downplay your achievements, and most importantly, he celebrates your victories. During tough times, he lifts you up and reminds you of your worth, even when you start doubting yourself. Now, think about it. Does the man by your side push you forward or hold you back? Does he encourage you to chase your dreams? Or does he always find excuses to discourage you? A real partner understands that one person's growth doesn't diminish the other. On the contrary, a healthy relationship is one where both evolve together, without needing to dim each other's light, and this shows in everyday actions. When you talk about a course you want to take, does he support you? When you dream of changing careers, does he cheer you on instead of filling your head with doubts? These attitudes say a lot about a man's intentions. Someone who walks beside you rather than pulling you back is showing that he wants something serious and long-term with you. So tell me, does your partner motivate you or hold you back? Leave a comment. I'd love to hear about your experience. And if he already proves he's on your side in this way, just wait until you see the next sign, because it highlights one of the most important factors for a successful relationship. Sign number 3. He respects your boundaries. Every healthy relationship needs respect, and that means understanding that each person has their own boundaries. The right man doesn't pressure you, doesn't insist on something you've already said no to, and most importantly, doesn't make you feel guilty for saying no. He understands that you have your space, your needs, and your decisions, and that should never be negotiable. Now think about a simple situation. You don't want to talk about something at the moment. Does he respect your choice? Or does he keep pushing until he gets what he wants? Or maybe you need some time for yourself, but he reacts badly and creates drama? These small behaviors reveal a lot about a man's character. If he respects you without question, that's a sign of maturity and genuine care. Respect also means taking your feelings seriously. When something bothers you and you speak up, does he listen attentively or does he brush it off? The right man never responds with, "You're overreacting," or "That's nothing." Instead, he tries to understand your perspective and find a solution, because to him, what truly matters is that you feel safe and comfortable with him. If he already has this attitude, it says a lot about who he is. But there's still another detail that separates a great partner from just any other man, and it's in the little things he does every day. Have you noticed if he acts this way? Because the next sign might be even more revealing. Sign number 4. He takes care of you in the little things. True love isn't just about grand gestures. It's in the small details of everyday life. A man who truly cares doesn't wait for special occasions to show his affection. He notices when you're tired, makes sure you got home safely, and does his best to make your routine easier. These actions speak way louder than any "I love you" said without meaning. Have you ever noticed how some people show love without words? When he saves you a cup of coffee in the morning, covers you when he sees you're cold, or texts just to ask how your day went, all of that is genuine care. He doesn't do it to impress you. He does it because he truly wants you to feel good and know you can count on him. The real test happens on tough days. If you're sick or feeling down, does he disappear or step up to help? A real partner doesn't vanish when things aren't perfect. He asks if there's anything he can do for you, respects your space when needed, and shows, through actions, that he cares. Small gestures like these say far more about a man's character than fancy words ever could. If he already behaves this way, you've found someone special. But there's still one more crucial factor that separates an ordinary relationship from one that truly has a future. And this next sign might completely change the way you see long-lasting love. Sign number 5. He handles problems with maturity. Every couple faces challenges, but the way a man deals with conflicts says a lot about who he is. The right guy doesn't turn every argument into a battle, nor does he try to win as if it were a competition. Instead, he listens, tries to understand, and looks for a solution without blaming you. And trust me, this attitude makes all the difference in a relationship's health. Have you ever tried talking to someone who simply refuses to listen? It's exhausting. Now, imagine being with a man who, even in tense situations, maintains respect and patience. He doesn't yell, manipulate you emotionally, or use silence as a form of punishment. When something goes wrong, he doesn't run away. He faces the situation with maturity and responsibility. No relationship is perfect, and disagreements will happen. But when both partners know how to handle them correctly, conflicts stop being destructive and become opportunities for growth. The right partner doesn't want to win arguments. He wants to strengthen your connection. He knows how to apologize when he's wrong and acknowledges when he needs to improve. If you've already found someone who acts this way, cherish him, because this is one of the most important qualities in a partner. But beyond knowing how to resolve problems, there's something else that many women only realize once they're already in a relationship, and it makes all the difference in how you feel by his side. Sign number 6. He makes you feel safe. Being with the right person brings peace, not anxiety. The right man doesn't leave you doubting his feelings, nor does he play games to test your patience. You simply know you can trust him because his actions match his words. And this emotional security allows you to be yourself without fear of judgment or rejection. Trust isn't built on sweet words, but on consistent actions. He lets you know if he's running late, keeps his promises, and never makes you feel insecure for no reason. You don't have to analyze every message he sends or guess what he really means. He's transparent, loyal, and makes it clear that he values you. And it's not just about emotional security, it's about real support. If something happens, he's there to help. Whether it's a work problem, a bad day, or even a serious situation, he genuinely cares and tries to find solutions. He doesn't disappear during tough times or dismiss your struggles. His support isn't just theoretical. You feel it in your daily life. If this man already makes you feel this way, know that he's rare. But a relationship isn't just about what he does for you. There's something essential that shows how much he truly wants a future with you. And that becomes clear in the way he includes you in his life. Before we move on to the next sign, I have an important message. Do you think, you know what truly attracts a man? What if I told you there's something so deep and instinctive that most people don't even realize it? Discovering this secret is like having the magic formula to create an unbreakable love and a unique connection. Want to understand how it works? Don't miss the video in the comments. This could be the game changer you've been waiting for. Sign number 7. He includes you in his life. When a man takes a relationship seriously, he makes sure to include you in his world. He doesn't hide the relationship, keep you separate from his life, or avoid introducing you to the important people in it. On the contrary, He feels proud to be with you and shows it naturally, without you having to push or question him. This is clear in the little things he does every day. He shares his plans with you, invites you to events with his friends, and mentions you when talking about the future. If a trip comes up, an important decision needs to be made, or even a simple family dinner happens, he wants you there. He doesn't act like a single man when you're not around, because to him, you are part of his story. And it's not just about bringing you into his life. He also wants to be part of yours. He takes an interest in your friends, understands the importance of your family, and respects your traditions. He doesn't pretend to like the things that matter to you just to impress you. He genuinely cares. This level of involvement shows that he's not just living in the moment, but building something solid with you. If he already shows this kind of commitment, it's a great sign. But there's still one final sign, perhaps the most important of all. It's a detail that separates true love from a relationship based on convenience. And this factor might completely change the way you see what truly matters in a partner. Sign number 8. He loves you for who you are. True love doesn't make you feel like you need to change to be accepted. The right man doesn't try to alter your essence, doesn't make you feel inadequate, and certainly doesn't demand that you become someone else to earn his love. He values your qualities, accepts your imperfections, and makes you feel like you are enough exactly as you are. Being with him isn't about constantly trying to please. It's about feeling free and accepted. Have you ever been in a relationship where you felt like you had to measure every word or action? It's exhausting and draining. Now, imagine being with someone who loves you even on your bad days, who isn't bothered by your quirks, and who makes you feel comfortable being yourself. That's the kind of partner truly worth keeping. This doesn't mean we can't grow and improve, but that change needs to be natural, not a demand from the other person. If he's always comparing you, criticizing you, or trying to shape you into his idea of perfection, that's not love. It's control. But if he supports you without trying to turn you into someone else, it means he truly values who you are. If you've found a man who loves you without wanting to change you, know that this is rare and precious. In the end, a healthy relationship isn't about being perfect. It's about being accepted and loved just as you are. Now tell me, how many of these signs has your partner already shown? Leave a comment. I want to hear about your experience. And if you enjoyed this video, make sure to subscribe to the channel for more tips like this. Oh, and don't leave yet. The next video is already on the screen waiting for you, and I'm sure you're going to love it.